you can use study.com classes towards a degree, but how do you degree plan? So I'm actually building a degree plan for a specific school, and I thought it'd be fun to walk through my process to show you from my side what it is that I do to build a degree plan so that you can do this for your student at the college that you're choosing. So I'm using study.com courses right now, and I know that they have partnerships with various schools. So the way that I'm going to find this out is I'm going to go up here to the tabs, and I can see here that they have a transferable credit link. The transferable credit is really important because you can't just randomly collect credit, ACE credit, like study.com credit, and hope that it's going to apply towards a degree. This type of credit does not transfer well. You should always look for partners that accept this type of credit and that provide you with an equivalency list. So I'm going to show you that list and how to use it. So I've gone in here and I see that they have partner colleges. Now these partner colleges are listed here for you to look at. You can for sure look and see if a college that's not on this list would accept the transfer credit, but this is the list that gives you a surefire guarantee that it's going to transfer in the way that it's written. And some of these have little buttons here that also have a tuition discount. So if you're still picking a school, that might be a factor to influence your decision. The school that I'm looking at today to build this degree plan for is Indiana Institute of Technology. Now they don't have a tuition discount button, but I need to build an associate's degree, and so this is where I'm going to start. So I'm going to look here and I can see right away that I'm going to be able to view the credit eligible courses. And if I just scroll down the list, it'll be down here at the bottom. But this right here is everything. This is gold. This is what you need to see. And let me just say that if you go into a school and there's only a handful of classes here, that means those are the classes that you're going to be able to use. Now you can look on this list. This list is huge. This is not a list of all the study.com courses. This is a list of the study.com courses that Indiana Institute of Technology has already said that they will take. So this right here is a super good list to have. There's a few things I'm looking for. The first thing I'm looking for is I'm looking for an alphanumeric. This number here, ACC1010, is telling me that if my student takes study.com Accounting 101 Financial Accounting, that it will transfer into Indiana Institute as this exact course. This is so important because look at how that is different from something like this, where Accounting 301 Advanced Financial Accounting 2 comes in as ACC 1EL, which is an elective, Accounting elective. Here's another one, Accounting elective, Humanities elective, Science elective. Electives are fine because obviously if you're getting a degree at that school, you still have to pay for classes even if they are electives. But what that means is that you don't have an actual spot. You don't know for sure what it's going to count as. So it's a variable. It's going to be less known. And one of the things that I think is important when you're doing degree planning for your student is to eliminate those variables. We're eliminating the variables by picking a partner college because that's going to give us this list here, this equivalency list. Another variable we're eliminating is we're not using the electives as our first choice. Okay, we're going to build in some electives, but as our first choice, we're going to choose courses here that have actual alphanumerics, and we're going to plug those in. Okay, now to keep doing my research, I need to have open in another tab the college's website. And so this is the Indiana Tech website, and the process here that I'm going to go through is the exact same one that you would go through. Now, if you know exactly what degree you're looking for, that's great. In this case, we're going to look for an associate's degree. But if you don't know, then that's okay. You can just do this process that we're going to be doing for more than one degree. In our case, we're just going to do it for the one degree that I'm using in the demonstration, but you can do this to compare as many as you want. Okay, so down here they have a whole list of different degrees. We are looking for an online associate's degree. That is the degree that we're looking for. And what I'm going to look for here is an Associate of Science in Accounting. That is the specific degree that I'm going to plan for. And I can see that they have different options here for a student to take that. We are looking for online, and so that is this degree here. I'm not going to open all these other ones up, but you can see that they offer a lot of different degrees. And so you could do this same process for multiple programs and compare them. Okay, so I've clicked on the Accounting Associate's degree, and I'm just going to review it a little bit. I'm going to make sure that this is the degree that I think it is. It's an associate's degree, which is another name for a 2-year degree. And what I'm looking for now is I'm wanting to see what courses are required. And you'll look here, they have a traditional undergraduate and a non-traditional and online. It's really important that if the school you're looking at has 2 different options, that you choose the non-traditional and online. Very often a college will have different curriculum for one or the other, and that might have nothing to do with the quality of the program and just everything to do with which courses are offered online versus the ones that you have to take in person. So I'm selecting non-traditional and online, and I can see here that I have access to look at the curriculum. This is the key for degree planning. If you don't know what courses are required, then you're not going to be able to outsource those and complete those. So as I pan down here, I can look, and this right here is the degree. So I know by reading all of this exactly what courses my student has to complete, and I know based on these lists right here, which ones are going to count towards this degree. When you do a degree plan, you really need to start from a very basic point of view, all right? And what do I mean by that? Well, so for instance here, in the accounting core, I can see it needs ACC 1010, Accounting Principles. Now, is there ever a situation where they might substitute a different class for this? There could be, but that is for later when my student actually has a lot of either leverage with the school, like they've already got a lot of the courses going, they're working towards completion, they've got an advisor, they've got someone that they can go in contact with, they can make a case maybe for substituting a different class. That is not what you're going to do for a degree plan. What you're going to do for a degree plan is you are going to follow these to the letter. Okay, so for example, the accounting core, ACC 1010, does that ring a bell? It should ring a bell because that is what we just looked at on the study.com list. Okay, I actually wanted to have this in a second tab. So now what I've got here is I've got 2 different screens open. I've got my study.com transfer equivalency page, and then I've got the curriculum here. If you like to be more organized, you can set up an Excel spreadsheet and you can include these in it, because what you really want to do is you want to write down exactly which study.com courses you can use for each of these different courses. Now, I'm just going to look at the core here for a few minutes because this is right in front of us and it's easy to see. But if I look at ACC 110, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to the transfer guide on my study.com. I don't know if you guys can see that as a second tab. Let me pause and check. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to look here. Let's go back to the accounting section. Accounting 101 comes in as Accounting 1010. Boom. That's a perfect match. Let's look down the list. 2140. I'm going to go over here. 2140. So this is great. This is very successful so far. We've already got 2 classes. I'm going to go down here. I see 2200. Do I have that here? I do not. So I'm going to star this. Intermediate Accounting 1 doesn't look like there's a perfect match. ACC 2240, again, I don't see a match. I'm going to put a star there. Now those are courses that I might be able to use a different company for. I might choose to take those courses with the college directly, or I might see if there is a class that they're willing to substitute. But again, remember, when we start this, we're going to go very basic and we want exact matches. Okay, so then I go down to the next one, ACC 2400, and I see, boom, I've got this one. So this right here is a very simple way of just matching these up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this for the entire 60 credits for this degree. And just to kind of pop in through here, I'm going to look and see, do they have any BA 2010 Principles of Management? Look at here, they do. Okay, so this is another match. This is going to be a great degree to work on at this school because I'm getting a lot of matches. BA 2020, I don't see that immediately. I'll do a better job looking once this video is over and I have time to really dig in. But you can see how I build this. You can see how you can do this, and you can go course by course by course. Once you have your list of courses that you know are going to count and are going to be used in this degree plan, then you're going to make a list. And it looks like this particular school has a lot of good matches. Here's both of the econs, Econ 2200 and 2210. I mean, this is going to be a really nice plan here that we're going to build for this accounting degree. And there are going to be courses, of course, that my student's going to have to take at the school. That's not a problem. There might be other things that we're going to do. Maybe we're going to look and see if we can bring in any CLEP exams or some of our other dual enrollment. But that is how you build a degree plan. And if you go through and you build it this way, you're going to be able to outsource these credits and your student can enroll so far ahead of the game.